So the last couple of weeks, we touched on the main ideas in Sahaja Yoga, the premise in Sahaja Yoga that we have a subtle system in all of us, and there is also the Kundalini that is dormant in the sacrum bone at the bottom of the spine in all human beings, which through our desire is awakened, and she rises along the spine, reaching the last central chakra that is on the top of the head. And I thought today I could show you some images of how Kundalini has been represented in many traditions, and we can say ancient cultures, in very symbolic way, or as allegories, and very poetically also described actually in the great books. You can see, I've taken just 3 examples here. In this image on the left-hand side, there is a very clear representation of the last chakra on the head, which we call as the Sahasrara, which is also the limbic area. And as we know, it has 1,000 petals. So in this actually it is a Buddhist imagery. You can see the petals of the Sahasrara very clearly represented. And then as well here, you can say, in so many cultures, you can say enlightened human beings are shown with, this kind of a halo or an aura around the head. And in Sahaja Yoga, we know that this is actually representative of the Kundalini. This one is from the Middle East. I can't say exactly from which country, but same idea, you can see. And then very interestingly also, even in the Christian tradition, there are many imageries where you could see the disciples with, we could call it a flame on the top of the head. And in Sahaja Yoga, we understand when we see these symbols, what they actually represent. We also compare our subtle system inside us to what has been known historically to be the tree of life. And for us, the roots are here in the Sahasrara, where we keep our attention when we meditate, or where we feel the Kundalini touching, where our attention becomes attracted to during our meditation is here. We can say those are the roots, and the more with time we go deeper into our meditation, you can say the more these roots become developed, and the more our being becomes developed. This here, we can say, is the central channel that is represented in our subtle system in Sahaja Yoga. So we've used this term in the last couple of classes, self-realization, which in Sahaja Yoga is understood to be essentially the moment when our Kundalini reaches the top of the head. Over time, in the next few classes, we will start describing to you the sensations that you may start feeling actually on your central nervous system, whether it is inside your chakras, along the spine, in your body, or on your fingertips, on your 2 hands. We will start explaining to you how everybody has different words to describe the sensations that they feel, but we'll help you decode certain sensations that you feel, what they may mean to you, and what they're telling you about your central nervous system, as well as your subtle system. And we inside yoga, we essentially call this as self-knowledge. It's the ability to diagnose yourself where you may be out of balance, where certain qualities may be suffering or may be flourishing inside us. And this illustration that I have up on the screen here is just a very simple representation of all those very actually subtle and very qualities that we have inside us. And as our subtle system inside us becomes balanced and cleared and nourished, these qualities become, they are both spontaneously and also naturally and in a sustained manner become established. So it is not the same as, reading a self-help book, trying to, I don't know, it could be becoming more humble. These are qualities that actually become established within us, not by conscious effort, but just because our subtle system becomes nourished, and these beautiful divine qualities, we can say, in all the human beings, they are universal. They naturally become established inside. So we've also touched on the idea that natural elements help us a lot inside yoga. And I think it is easy for all of us to understand that the natural elements purify and balance. So inside yoga, if we learn how to use extremely simple techniques using these natural elements, it is also very straightforward for us to clear, balance ourselves. You will see that the state of meditation improves. And then as a result of that, our emotional aspect improves, our mental aspect improves, our physical aspects improve. I've listed here very simply that different elements are used inside yoga for our different aspects in our subtle system. Our left side, which has more to do with our emotions, which we can say can be related to problems such as sad feelings, or it could be even depression, or it could be negative thoughts about ourselves. Those are related to imbalances on the left side. The left side, we take help from, for the left side, we take help from the Mother Earth, as well as the fire element, or you can say a candle flame, which is easily accessible and doable at home. For our right side, which would be our futuristic planning, or you can say our need to analyze, our need to intellectualize, that's the right side. And we take help from the ether, or you can say the sky. Last week we did try to practice these very simple techniques in the class. So the ether element, and then also for the right side, very effective would be water with salt. We will be going through that technique in a later class. So just for today, I have added the photo of a candle flame here and purposefully put it actually in front of the left hand of this boy in the photo. We use the fire element as a way to, you can say, absorb the negativities that may be present inside our left channel. You will see that as part of today's class, we will also go through some affirmations that we can use for balancing the left side. Next week, we will go through how exactly we use the water element. There are a couple of ways, and one of them is actually using ice on our liver. But you can see very simply, if we're trying to clear the left side, we keep the left hand open, resting on the lap. If we're trying to clear the right side, we keep our right hand open, resting on the lap. In this photo, you can see we place the right hand on the Mother Earth or towards the Mother Earth if you're sitting in a chair. And then in this photo, you can see to clear the right side, we raise our left hand up towards the sky. And any overactivity in the right side, in the right channel, would rise up as heat and be absorbed in the sky, by the sky. And then for the left side, we would say that it would be heaviness in our emotions. On the right side, they become absorbed by the Mother Earth through the right hand. So today's class, I'm going to show you a quick video clip of a simple technique that we use before we start meditating and at the end of meditation. We call that as raising the Kundalini, and also putting on a bandhan. The meaning of bandhan is essentially protection for our chakras, for our energy centers, our subtle system. I will be showing you a video of that. If you could just follow along. And after the class, it's very easy for you to find this video on our class website if you would like to refer to it again and practice doing that at home. After watching this video and following the video, I will guide you through a meditation clearing out the left side. And then after that, we will just put on some meditation music and have silent meditation. So throughout all of this, in case if there are any audio issues or technical problems, please feel free to type me a message in the chat box. Otherwise, we will now flip it over to here. So what I'm showing you here is our class website, tricitiesmeditation.com. And up on the top right hand side, there is a menu, and you can choose raising the Kundalini and putting on a bandhan. So I am going to now play this video clip. I'm going to share the sound. Hopefully you can hear it clearly. And please try to follow along. And again, this is an exercise, simple technique that we use every time we sit down to meditate, at the beginning and at the end of meditation.
We will go through a small exercise we do every time before and after our meditation, called Kundalini Bandhan. The first part symbolizes our desire to raise our energy and keep it raised throughout the day. For this, we place our left hand, which is the hand of our desire, in front of our sacrum bone, raising it slowly along our spine. And with our right hand, the hand of action, we wrap it around the left hand in a slow circular motion. Once you get to the top, you tie a knot, symbolically tying your energy so it stays up. We repeat this 2 more times. The third time, we will tie 3 knots, symbolizing each of our energy channels. The second part symbolizes a shield of protection, which we place upon ourselves. Here we keep our left hand on our lap, and with our right hand, we spread our energy from one side of our body to the other, and back, forming a kind of rainbow-like shape. We do this 7 times, once for each energy center. This exercise should be done before and after meditation, but also before leaving house in the morning and going to work to keep yourself in protection throughout the day. We will go through a small exercise.
So in the last two classes, we had followed what we call as the affirmation exercise in Sahaja Yoga. And throughout the classes, you will learn that as we gain self-knowledge and understand the qualities of our channels and our chakras, we essentially become our own guide, and we essentially you can say, you can customize, or you can work on different aspects of your inner being depending on how you're feeling on a particular day. Or you could alternatively keep it very simple and be doing mostly silent meditation. Today we will focus mainly on the left channel. So this is one option where if, say, you are having some issues with feeling depressed, or having a lot of worries, or guilt, or upset feelings, those things in general. What we cover today would be, in general, what you could do yourself at home to find your own balance inside again. And of course, we would say combine this with other techniques that you will learn in the class coming up. But otherwise, this is a good outline for a good way if you need to work on yourself on the left side. So what we will do is keep our left hand open, palm facing upwards, resting on our lap. We will point our right hand towards the Mother Earth. We try to keep our attention, or bring our attention, inside. You can start with actually watching your thoughts. Are they coming from the past, or are they about the future? Let's bring our right hand onto the heart on the left-hand side of our body. You can say inside 3 times, Mother Kundalini, I am the pure spirit. Again, we take our right hand and point it towards the Mother Earth. Inside, we can use the affirmations, Mother Kundalini, please purify and nourish my emotional being. Mother Kundalini, please purify my desires. Since we're taking help from the Mother Earth, the Earth element, and the support for our entire emotional being actually is the quality of innocence inside us. Again, as expressing our desire, we can ask Mother Earth, please make me innocent. Mother Earth, please absorb all the negativities in my left channel, or we can say emotional aspect. Now, through this time that we're spending reflecting on ourselves or watching our thoughts, if you're able to pinpoint what may be bothering you or taking away your joy, you can also request, say, for example, if you're feeling a lot of emotional attachment about someone, or certain situation. You can also ask Mother Earth, please remove, please absorb my emotional attachments. Mother Earth, please absorb all the negativities, all the negative thoughts which are taking away my joy. What helps to make our state of meditation stronger is to invite our Kundalini energy up along the spine to the top of the head, or you can say to the brain, to the limbic area. So with the right hand, we keep our right hand in front of ourselves from the bottom of the spine. We can raise our energy slowly up along the spine until we reach the top of the head. Let's put our right hand, right palm on the top of the head. On this last chakra, the Sahasrara. You can say 7 times inside, Mother Kundalini, please establish my self-realization. 7 times inside. So as far as possible, we will keep our attention on the top of the head. If you have thoughts coming, as we went over last week, you can use the affirmations, I forgive or not now, to let go of your thoughts. Let's do our best to keep our attention in this last center on the top of the head. So we have actually come to the end of our class for this week. Thanks so much for joining us. We will be back again next week at the same time. And again, our class website, tricitiesmeditation.com, under follow-up. You can also find a video guiding the balancing of the left and right sides. And if you have any questions, you can also reach me at this email address, and I would be very happy to respond to you. So hope you have a great week.